Hello, thank you for joining us on this network, Joy News, and it's quite a conversation we have lined up for you. Education is crucial, and of course, quality tertiary education is crucial to our national life, and that is why today we have a conversation with some stalwarts from the University of Education, Winneba. I'm talking about the School of Communication Studies, Communication and Media Studies, and our two guests joining us, we have Professor Christiana Hammond. She is Head Department of Communication Instruction, together with Dr. Mavis Amomenta, Head Department of Strategic Communication. Both of them join us for this conversation. Prof, Doc, thank you for joining.
Thank you for having us.
I love the beautiful smiles. But even before we situate the conversation and find out about your school and everything that's happening, what's new at the University of Education, Winneba? There have been some interesting shake-ups, dynamics there. I'll start with you, Prof.
Okay. Thank you very much for the opportunity. The University of Education, Winneba, has just ushered in a new Vice Chancellor in the person of Professor Jobson Mishwa.
I think we should go whoo-hoo to that. And anything else you would like to add?
The University of Education, Winneba, is blossoming. We are moving from progress to progress, and we are committed to delivering quality tertiary education. So, as she rightly said, we have a new Vice Chancellor, and so we are happy to have our Vice Chancellor.
All right, so let's get down to why we're really here. The School of Communication and Media Studies at your university. There's a lot going on, but I want a quick breakdown. Okay. Your departments. There are four departments.
There are 4 departments.
Tell us about them.
Okay, so we have 4 departments, as you rightly said. We have the Department of Strategic Communication, Department of Communication Instruction, Department of Development Communication, and the Department of Journalism and Media Studies.
That's a lot of communication. What are the differences? If I asked you briefly, what separates them? What differentiates?
Okay,
Prof,
so
maybe I'll let Prof.
Right. So the separation is in terms of the focus or the career progression of the students. And so if you are a product of the Department of Strategic Communication, then you are interested in corporate communication, public relations, advertising, and the others. If you are interested in journalism and media studies, then to print, to broadcast, and everything about journalism. If you are interested in communication instruction, then uniquely you are being trained to teach communication skills at a tertiary level.
Yeah, now you're situating it. It's becoming clearer in that.
And then development communication is about people who are interested in working with NGOs, project management, talking about communication in development. And so that is the focus of that department too.
Now that you've laid the bedrock for the conversation, I'd like you to tell us a bit more about the Department of Communication and Media Studies. What are the core focal areas, and what does this department basically do?
The school. You mean the School of
Yes.
Department.
Or the departments?
I'm talking about the department.
Okay, so
let's do the School of Communication and Media Studies. That's the overarching.
Yes. Okay, so the School of Communication and Media Studies actually started in 2007 as a Department of Communication and Media Studies to train only postgraduate students. However, in 2020, we had the opportunity for the department to be upgraded into the status of a faculty or a school. And so within this school, we have 4 departments and 1 center. I've already mentioned the 4 departments, but we have a center which is a hub of research known as the Center for Communication Education Research and Professional Development. So basically, these are the 5 strands in the school.
Including, the 4 departments.
And then the center.
Okay, so the center does it, what specifically is it?
It's a research hub.
And for all 4 departments?
Yes, all 4 departments. So we run short courses. We also run professional development programs, like short courses and other things for the school.
So there's a nexus between the center and all the departments. But for you, Doc, then in terms of the programs, what programs do you run at the School of Communication?
So just like you rightly mentioned, there are 4 departments in the school. And so we have the Department of Strategic Communication for those who would like to specialize in areas like public relations, advertising, corporate communication, management communication, political communication. And then we have the Department of Journalism and Media Studies for specializations in online, print, broadcast, and multimedia journalism. And then for those who are interested in NGO management, or they are interested in community development initiatives, or they are interested in working with development partners or agencies, or are into project development, then the Department of Development Communication is the best fit for that applicant at the School of Communication and Media Studies. And just like you rightly mentioned, the Department of Communication Instruction is specifically designed for those who would like to teach communicative skills in higher educational institutions, including universities and colleges of education. Now we have a range of programs ranging from Bachelor of Arts to Master of Arts to Master of Philosophy to Doctor of Philosophy in each of these 4 categorizations. And so, for example, we have Bachelor of Arts in Strategic Communication, in Development Communication, in Journalism and Media Studies, Master of Arts in Strategic Communication, and so on and so forth.
So it flows through.
It flows
each of
through.
them, there's a BA, there's an MA,
there is an MPhil. But with our MPhil program, it's a 1-year top-up. And so those who have an MA in communication and would like to top up to do an MPhil, you can come to the School of Communication and Media Studies. And our PhD program is also 3 years. And you specialize
3 years?
Yes,
Fixed.
3 years, fixed.
Okay.
If you are serious, you should finish in 3 years. So if you come and you are serious, you should graduate in 3 years.
So there's a catch in there.
Exactly.
It's dependent on yourself.
Exactly. If you work very hard. And so with our PhD, it is in communication and media studies. But you specialize in any of these areas. Either you specialize in strategic communication, development communication, journalism and media studies, or communication instruction. So these are the programs we have at the School of Communication and Media Studies.
Prof, I'll come to you with a substantive question, but you mentioned that initially you had started with, graduate programs and all of that. So at what point did you start with the undergraduate programs attached to?
It began in 2020.
2020.
Yeah,
So it's
the
been some 3 years.
2019-2020 academic year. So our first batch will be graduating soon.
Right. And what has it been like since you introduced undergraduate programs?
Well, it's been great. You see, we pride ourselves in the quality of education that we provide, and then our students also make us proud. There's a component for internship. We've even had some students here. And then the feedback that we received after the internship shows that we are doing very well. And so it's been good since we started.
Okay. Let's focus now on admissions requirements. Anywhere you go, they have their own systems they run. For the University of Education, Winneba, and specifically for the School of Communication and Media Studies, what are your admission requirements?
So I'll take part, and my colleague will also take part. So let me begin with the undergraduate requirements. For somebody to enroll in any of our BA programs or undergraduate program, the person must be a holder of WASI. You could have the WASI. And then the requirement is that you should have 6 credits.
Okay.
And it should be from A1 to C6. And then
no D7.
No D7. And then there should be 3 core and 3 electives. The electives can come from any area, but the core must be English, Maths, Science, or Social Studies. So it could be science, it could be social studies. So from A1 to C6, you qualify.
So what if the people meet these qualifications, but the other ones that add on are maybe a D something? How do you
For the D, sometimes they look at the courses that you offered, and then they can determine whether you may start from a diploma from somewhere and come and do the post-dip in communication. It's allowed. So you can do a diploma in theater arts or theater studies, and then you do the post-diploma or in communication.
I was going
to
add that we have some diploma programs in the university, and so sometimes the admissions office will recommend to such a prospective applicant to try any of our diploma programs.
The good thing is that for the communication, you don't need to come in with any relevant area or subjects. Even if you did agric or physics or whatever, you can do communication.
Yes, of course. I know people who have done engineering, who have done law, who have gone. So it's that.
So that's the good thing about it.
And we have a lot of students like that at the School of Communication and Media Studies, and they are doing very, very well. Some came with physics backgrounds, and they are now doctors.
Wow. Yeah. You've been able to form them to get to that point. But what are the admission what's the application process like? We've spoken about the admission requirements.
Okay.
What's the process like in
Okay, so
applying?
once you satisfy the entry requirements, the application processes are very simple and they are very convenient as well.
Okay.
And the application is online, so basically you need...
I was just about to ask, is it purely online?
Yeah, it's online.
It's online.
And so what you need to have is an application voucher. And there are 3 options to get the application voucher. So you can get it from the University of Education Winneba website at www.uew.edu.gh. You go to admissions and you go to apply online, and then you can buy the voucher from any of the mobile money platforms, whether it is MTN, Momo, or Voda Cash or AT Money. We also have a e-voucher system where you can simply dial the short code, and the short code is *887*9#.
Okay, I think you should repeat that.
Yes.
Star
887*#.
Okay.
Yeah, *887*9#.
Okay.
Yes,
So
so
*887*9#.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you basically follow the prompts, and then you can purchase your online voucher. And it works on all mobile networks in Ghana. You can also get a voucher from designated banks, including GCB Bank, Zenith Bank, Republic Bank, ADB Bank. So you can, once you get a voucher, you basically have to go online to apply into your preferred program.
Okay.
Yeah.
And don't forget the website as well, www.uew.edu.gh. Yeah, that is it. But coming back to you, Prof, why should anyone be interested in the programs that you have on offer? You know, it's I wouldn't say dog eat dog, because that's a bit, but all these institutions, from my alma mater, the University of Ghana, to the UPSA, to all these institutions, you're all competing in the same space. What sets you apart, and what would make an applicant want to apply to your school at the UEW?
Okay. You see, there are only 2 communication institutions in Ghana now. The School of Communication and Media Studies and the others. Why do we
I like that. For a moment I was like, wait, there are more than that.
Yes.
You and all the others.
Yes, us and all the others.
Okay.
Why do we say this? Like I said from the beginning, we pride ourselves in the quality of education that we provide. We have students almost in every university of communication in Ghana who are lecturers. If we aren't that good, how did we then get people to be teaching?
How would your products be there?
How will our products be there teaching? It is because of the quality education that we give to them. That is why they are now modeling what they learned in other institutions. Right. So we have the faculty to provide what they need. We have people who are leading experts in their fields of endeavor. And so we want to tell students to apply to the School of Communication and Media Studies, and they'll be glad they did.
Okay.
Let me add that even though we've been around for only a few years compared to other communication education training institutions, our graduates are everywhere. They are everywhere in renowned and reputable corporate institutions and academic institutions in Ghana and outside Ghana. And within this short time, we've been able to produce at least 20 PhD students who are working either in Ghana or abroad. And Professor Hammond here and myself are proud graduates of the School of Communication and Media Studies.
So
we are pioneering, yes.
And you have
pioneering
lecturing as
yes,
well.
we are pioneering students of the School of Communication and Media Studies. We enrolled in 2007.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so some 16 years
Yes.
now.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Very.
And the department now as school has been able to, hold it all together like this. So interesting stuff. If you're contemplating getting, an education in communications, media, journalism at this level, this is where you have to go. Earlier, it would just be at the postgraduate level, but now they are also offering graduate, undergraduate studies as well. But to wrap the conversation, I would like to find out, what are your final words? Maybe you can issue your final thoughts to prospective applicants.
So to all prospective applicants, we are saying that if you want to be an exceptional communicator or if you are looking for a communication training institution that will boost your career prospects, then we are recommending the School of Communication and Media Studies at the University of Education, Winneba. We have already mentioned that we have a range of contemporary state-of-the-art programs that you can choose from, ranging from Bachelor of Arts to Master of Arts to Master of Philosophy to Doctor of Philosophy. And so applications are still ongoing.
Okay.
Yeah. So
when is the deadline?
The deadline is 22nd December 2023.
Okay.
And so we are also encouraging parents who are looking for bachelor's programs in communication for their awards to consider the School of Communication and Media Studies at the University of Education, Winneba. They should come for the best communication training experience.
All right. I hope the charges are.
So when I talked about the WASI, I didn't mention holders of SSCE too.
Yeah.
Right.
They can also come in from A to D, but then it's not a D7.
Okay.
So from A to D, they should also have 6 passes, the core, 3 core, and 3 electives in any area, just as we talked about for the WASI students as well, the WASI holders.
So for further inquiries, we have some contacts that prospective applicants can call. Yes, so they can call 054 8361 938. I'll take that again. Yes, 054 8361 938, or 0244 295164. I'll take that again.
That again too.
0244 295164.